Hey y'all, this is my Insecure review for episode 5 titled Surviving, okay? So we open up the episode with Molly and she is getting it in. Or someone is getting that tongue in Molly. I feel like they robbed us last episode of our sex scene with Molly and Nathan's fine friend. That's the sex scene that I wanted to see. But she's riding this guy's face and asking him to spell her name. Oh, I have been there. I too like to spell names. You know what? That's an episode for Chris After Dark on the Patreon. We're gonna move on. So after Molly get hers, she notices on her phone she gets a bunch of missed calls from her family. Cut to the title card, and now next scene, she's at the hospital with her family. Something bad has happened to her mom. As a fellow millennial, I relate to this scene because our parents are getting into their 60s and 70s, and you know, we have to worry about their mortality more and more now. So Molly and her family's all in the waiting room. The doctor comes to see them. He tells them there's nothing more they can do for her. Wow, we start an episode like this? And I mean, y'all do notice, and I've been saying this since episode 1, there's an underlining theme of death in every episode. I'm not sure why they chose this for the final season, but okay. Good grief, the doctor tells them it's best if they say their goodbyes now. I wasn't ready for a heavy episode of Insecure that night. So they got us. They faked us out, and I was like, F y'all Insecure. Like, the family gets to the room, and that's not even Molly's mom. Like, the doctor got it wrong. Could you imagine that in real life? I think I would sue the hospital. The most awkward moment happens, and the real family to this dying person shows up, face to face with Molly's family. Now, did they just get the wrong black family? Because now I'm side-eyeing in the hospital. Sorry for your upcoming loss. Woo! Okay, so they found Molly's actual mom, and they say that her vitals are stable. She still doesn't look good, though. And it looks like she's had a stroke. Molly looks like she's the one in her family that has it all together, and she's taking the lead in this situation and asked the nurse to put her as a primary contact for her mom as well. Next scene, we're with Issa. It looks like she's at Nathan's apartment. He has his own place now. What happened to Andrew? Anyway, Issa clearly spent the night, and then Nathan comes in with some coffee for her in just boxers. Nathan just don't do it for me. Like, I mean, Kendrick, Nathan has a cute face, but yeah, the body just ain't doing it for me. Like, the sex appeal, none. Like, their chemistry, I just don't see it. I'm assuming they're official now. And why are they still awkward with each other? Lord. I feel like at least when Issa's with Lawrence, it's like, it's just so much chemistry. Side note, that is a small ass bed they're in. Is that a twin? Issa looks like she's enjoying her time with Nathan, and it seems like she's trying to tell him that she wants more of his time, but wants to take it slow in their relationship. And Nathan, you know, they're doing this shy back and forth now. But Issa has plans with Molly, and now she's hoping that Molly cancels so she can be with Nathan some more. So Issa calls to check in with Molly, and yeah, her face changes because I'm sure Molly told her where she is. And next scene, we see Issa pulling up to the hospital. We see it's Nathan that dropped her off at the hospital, and he lets her know that he's here for her if she needs him. Look at Nathan being there for once. Molly's family has been the comic relief in this episode. So Issa and Molly meet up, and I just realized that judging from what Molly is wearing right now, she came straight from her hookup straight to the hospital. I mean, it's a bad dress, but I'm enjoying her. Like, Molly is so much more likable this season. Again, I love Issa and Molly's friendship. Issa asks does she need anything, and then Issa notices, do you need some clothes? So she offers to go to Molly's apartment to pick up some clothes, but in the meantime, they switch outfits. And Molly's outfit looks bomb on Issa. I was like, okay. Even Molly's like, Insecure and the humor is just golden. She says, wait, did you fuck in this? Cause I fucked in there. Ah. And she walks out the hospital. Someone compliments her saying she looks like a model. Then her friend was like, sorry, she's high. So then we see Nathan picking Issa up so she can run some errands for Molly. This looks like it's going to be an episode where it's focusing more so on Issa and Nathan. Side note, if I was Issa, I wouldn't give that dress back. Just saying. Next scene, we follow Issa and Nathan to Molly's place. As Issa's getting things together for Molly, Nathan knows she has a dog, and Nathan wants to make sure the dog is okay. So then we cut to the hospital, back to Molly and her family, and Molly finds out at the table that her mom and her dad still have not done their estate and their will plan like they were supposed to. It looks like Molly is juggling a lot of things with her family, her dating life, judging from the text message that she got. And then she gets a call from her job saying, can she complete this? And she is not letting that assignment go. She is going to continue working on it, I guess, as she's in the hospital. So next scene, we're back with Issa and Nathan. They're walking Molly's dog in the neighborhood. I be forgetting that Issa's mom is Tasha Mack. I really do. I.e. Wendy Raquel Williams. I guess I just wouldn't expect her to be cast as her mom because, I mean, first and foremost, her skin complexion. They don't really look alike, but have we seen Issa's dad in all of these 5 seasons? Is he still alive? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Y'all let me know. But her mom is calling her because the whole situation with Molly made her call her mom. So her mom is pretty nosy. She's asking Issa who she keeps looking at. So she shows Nathan and she asks Issa, is that your little boyfriend? And Nathan says, yes, I am her boyfriend. So they are official. And we see Issa, she is smiling. Oh God, not Steph Curry with it. Again, all us light-skinned men do not look alike. He was compared to some light-skinned celebrity in the last episode. I'm sure y'all remind me in the comments. After she gets off the phone with her mom, she tells Nathan, you know, you didn't have to say you're my boyfriend, you know, if it's too early. He's like, no, it's not too early. And Nathan is ready to commit. Look at that. So as Nathan and Issa are like lovey-dovey talking or whatever, just lost in conversation, they don't notice that Molly's dog gets off his leash and runs away. So we're back with Molly's family at the hospital. The nurse is going over her vitals. Molly is doing the whole WebMD thing. I mean, we all do it. So then the nurse mentions that her mom has had a stroke before, and Molly didn't know this. And her dad kept it from her that her mom had a mild stroke before, and Molly kind of loses it and is angry at her dad for them keeping that from her. The nurse sees that this moment is getting pretty tense and she excuses herself. And then we get to the next scene. Lord, Insecure is good for like, you know, when switching scenes, we go from LA backdrop, music, then plot. LA backdrop, music, then plot. I know y'all noticed that. Anywho, we're back to Nathan and Issa, and they're looking all over for Flavor Flav, Molly's dog. I will say that Issa and Nathan don't look that concerned with looking for the dog. They just like walking around, like just strolling. I would have had a heart attack losing my best friend's dog, like that they've had for like years. I would be frantic, like screaming the name, running around the neighborhood. They are really just like, Flavor Flav, Flavor Flav. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm looking. Let me look through the Instagram. What? Yeah, they are just strolling around the neighborhood, not a care in the world. Talking about Nathan's experience with dogs. Also in this scene, as they're just taking a stroll and talking, I feel like they're wasting time, like, you know, with moving the plot along, because we only have like less than 7 minutes left in the episode. So next scene, we're back checking in on Molly. She's in the room by herself with her mom. Her family's out for a bit. The doctor comes in and lets her know that the test came back and it was an aggressive stroke, as well as there's a very likely chance of paralysis. Molly makes a decision to tell her family the news. As the doctor leaves, the family comes back in, and then we just see looks of concern on their faces, and then we cut right back to Issa and Nathan. Like, damn, like they gave Molly's scene like 30 seconds and now we're right back with Issa and Nathan talking on a bench. They are really chilling while the dog is just running around in the neighborhood with looks like a lot of traffic around. So magically, miraculously, and conveniently, the dog comes right back to them as they are sitting on the bench. I'm guessing we wasted all that time of Nathan explaining his story about his dog to, pay off this scene right here. So Issa's ecstatic that the dog came back. She's telling Nathan that she loves that, she spent the whole day with him and he has so much patience for her. That's why she loves him. And then she paused and realized what she just said. They look at each other. Already? I love you? Like how much time passed by from the last episode to this one? So it's just silence, but then Nathan goes in to kiss Issa. Again, I still don't see it. I don't see it. So next scene, we see Issa back in the hospital with Molly in their mom's room. And Molly is telling her how upset she is that her mom didn't even think she can handle the news that she had a stroke before. And if she knew, she could have done more to help. She could have spent more time with her. And now she's thinking like, oh my God, like what if my mom won't see me married? Or, she always wanted grandkids. And Issa's trying to encourage her and like, girl, this is out of our control. Do you know what you've accomplished? Do you know like your mom is proud of you? Shit is gonna happen how and when it wants to. A word. You really can't stress what you don't have control over. Being in your 30s. Oh, I love their friendship so much. Molly tells her that her, Tiff, and Kelly is all she got, the family. And Issa says, you always gonna be in my loop. Oh, I will not cry on camera. Oh, Yvonne is just killing him with the acting. So Issa leaves the room to go get some coffee for the two of them. Oh my God. Oh my God. I did not see that one coming. What are the fucking odds? So Issa's going down the hallway in the hospital and she sees coochie crack in her baby. And then Lawrence pops up. Oh man. Why they do that? Why they do that to us? Of all the hospitals, of all the days, that's when she sees Lawrence and cocoa butter? Damn. Oh goodness, and they make eye contact. Oof. Oh, they make eye contact for 4 seconds and then Issa decides to just keep walking. What would I have done in that situation? I definitely couldn't just walk away. I would go back. I would have to go back. And in that moment, Issa thinks about what she's doing right now before she just walks away and pretends she didn't see them. It looks like coronary artery didn't even see Issa. It was just Lawrence. And Lawrence is just like, damn, she just walked right past me, didn't say nothing? We see Issa pausing, thinking long and hard what she should do in this moment right now. And that is where the episode ends? That's how they ended? And this is 23 minutes and 46 seconds. That's how long this episode was. See, when I'm reviewing this, I'm watching it for the second time and I get to see the timestamps. When I watched it for the first time, I was like, fuck, is it over already? What happened? Like, it really feels like not that much happened at all. Like, they could have saved a lot of time with Nathan and Issa for them to just keep moving this plot along. And y'all know I had to see the preview for the next episode, and it looks like Issa made the decision to go back and say hello to Lawrence. I'm glad she did. Can't wait to see how that turns out. We have 5 episodes left. We're in the middle of the season, basically. What do I think of it so far? Like, I enjoy Insecure. I enjoy watching it. But for the story, it's just not moving fast enough for me, especially to say that they are wrapping all of this up, So I don't think they're doing a good job of that right now, but I still love the show. I love the dialogue especially. And, I see myself in, a few of these characters because, we're all millennials. But yeah, how do y'all feel about this season so far? We are halfway through, 5 more weeks to go. Damn. The sun just be in and out. I'm sorry. But yeah, I did not expect to see Lawrence and Corona Light in this episode. That was a good shock. I enjoyed that. For this episode, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I know that's a little harsh, but I feel like, my favorite parts was, Molly's, character development. I didn't like all the time wasted with Issa and Nathan, but it always picks up at the end of the episode, it seems like. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for me. And lastly, I just want to touch on how I feel about Issa and Nathan's relationship. I just don't see the chemistry at all between them. And y'all notice at the end that those 5 seconds of nonverbal communication between Issa and Lawrence had more chemistry than Issa and Nathan the entire episode. I don't know. I don't know who I want for Issa at this point. I think Issa should just be alone by the end of the season or the end of the show because we don't have enough episodes to find her a new man. So that's what I think. But anywho, I'm about to get to editing this episode. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for Salt Lake City. Bye.